park. Today's activity is DIY face masks. So we're gonna be making 2 super simple face masks that have materials all which can be found at home. So no sewing machine, very simple, and they're straight from the CDC website, which we're also gonna provide you with a link to. Okay, so for the first mask, you only need 3 really simple items. You're gonna need an old t-shirt, so make sure you ask your parents to make sure they're okay with you cutting it up, some scissors, and a ruler. All right, so I think I'm gonna pick the multicolored tie-dye shirt. The first thing you're going to do is take your shirt and lay it out flat on a flat surface. Right. And then with your ruler, you're gonna wanna measure about 5 to 6 inches up the shirt. Here we go. So about here. And that's where I'm gonna start cutting. So you're just gonna wanna cut straight across the bottom of the shirt. Doesn't have to be perfect. It does help though to have a nice set of scissors. Just like that. And then you can get rid of this big piece and you have your. Okay, next you wanna take your piece of cloth here and then you're gonna take your ruler again and using the inches side, again, you're gonna wanna measure about 5 to 6 inches from the end. So that's about right here. So what I'm going to do now is just make a mark where I need to cut. So it's about right here in this line. So what we're gonna do next is cut a portion of the middle to where our little mark was. See, like that? And then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Try to make it even. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut straight across right here. So you're gonna wanna be cutting this little rectangle out. Like that, you can get rid of that. You don't need it. And what you're left with is a shape like this. The last step is your little folded edges here, you're gonna wanna cut. So take one, cut straight across. The other one, same thing, just cut straight across. And then you have your mask. And we're ready to put it on. All right, and then we have our finished product. So these 2 are the strings that you can use to tie behind your face and your head. So I'm gonna take one, I'm just gonna put it here, and then I'm gonna tie. You wanna make sure that your mask fits pretty snug. Just gonna tie it behind my head. Maybe do a double knot, just so it's secure. And then the same thing with the other one. Adjust it, and there you go. You have your face mask. Okay, so for our second mask, all you're going to need is some coffee filters, some cloth bandanas, hair ties or rubber bands if you don't have hair ties, and scissors, and that's it. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna grab is a coffee filter. You just need one. It's just one per mask, and you could probably actually make 2 masks using 1 coffee filter. And then I'm gonna put my hair ties over here. So I just need scissors and coffee filter. So the first thing you're gonna do is fold your coffee filter down the middle. Just like that. Fold it in half. Okay. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to cut straight across the top. This is creating a little filter for our mouth, just so it makes our mask a little more breathable. Like that. You can get rid of this piece, you don't need it. So you have 2 little filters right here. So technically you could use 1 filter for 2 masks. And I'm just gonna set the other one aside since I don't need it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna put my filter aside for a second, and then I'm gonna choose this bandana here, and I'm gonna put the others aside. I'm going to unfold my bandana and lay it out flat on the table. Okay. The first thing you need to do is fold it right down the middle. Just make sure all the edges line up. That way when you make your mask, it's nice and flat. You may need to play around with it a little bit just to make sure that it's lining up correctly. Okay, now take your filter and you're gonna put it in the center of your mask. And just try to get it to lay flat. Maybe I'll turn it over. Yeah, there we go. That works better. And then you're gonna fold first from the top, like that, and then from the bottom. Just flatten it out just like that. Now you're gonna need 2 hair ties. I think a rubber band would also work if you don't have hair ties at your home. So you could always get some rubber bands instead. I'm gonna take 2 separate hair ties, just like that. We're going to take the first one, slide it down our bandana, just like so. And we're gonna do the same thing with the other one. Just like that. All right, now you're going to take one side and you wanna fold it over. And then what you can do is you can either lay both sides flat like this to use your mask, or if you wanna try to tuck them in to the inside, you can do that as well. And I think I'm gonna do that just because it helps keep it a little more secure. So tuck it right underneath. It doesn't have to be perfect, just like that. Okay, so now that your fabric is tucked in or folded over, you're ready to put on your mask. So you're gonna grab the 2 hair ties like this, and then you're gonna wrap those around your ears and adjust your mask just like so, and you're all set. All right, well that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this activity. I hope to see you guys soon. And in the meantime, stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks guys, bye.